Hi, I'm Joy, and I'm Christian. I'd like to tell you a bit about my Christian journey. I've been Christian for 4 years now, and I've learned quite a bit. One of the biggest things I've learned is that Christianity is about letting go of who we are to become like Jesus. It's a beautiful concept, the exchange of identity so that we may be made closer to our God, dying so that Christ may live in us. Not many are willing to do that. We hold on to control, to pride, and to being. In a world that promotes the exaltation and prioritization of the self, who would be willing to die? Growing up, I always thought of who I'd be and all the places I'd go. Apparently, we're all born for a purpose, and we're all meant to find the thing that drives us and gives life a meaning. I didn't know what this would be for me, but I hoped I'd find it along the way. In searching, I found Christ. Something, someone worth dying for. Christ calls us to die to self and to walk in His likeness so that we may be closer to Him. This is true. Light can only befriend light. We must cut away all ties to darkness so that we may become like Him. Dying to self has been a challenge for me. Sometimes I get too anxious to let go of control. Sometimes I am too prideful to lay down my crown. My flesh longs to live. There's a certain understanding I have of who I am based on who I've been. Myself and those around me, we all know the joy I've always been. She's familiar, and the idea of killing her and becoming a new person is too uncomfortable. If I'm not the joy that I know, then who am I? But the thing with following Jesus is you can't stay the same. How can we claim to serve a living God and not show any fruit for it? For Him to use you, He must first break you. He must unravel you. It's painful, but I've learned that nothing we hold on so sternly to is worth it, and that what God has for us is so much more wonderful. Once we gather up the boldness to completely surrender to His will, we become people that no one, not even ourselves, could imagine us becoming. Our lives become better, not easy, but much more fulfilling and whole. Luke 9 verse 24 says, "For if you choose self-sacrifice, giving up your lives for my glory, you will discover true life. But if you choose to keep your lives for yourselves, you will lose what you try to keep." He is the bread of life, the only one truly able to satisfy our every desire. Life with Him is full. In dying to self, I've experienced a joy that I didn't even know was possible. And I'd like to invite you to come and experience the joy of dying with me.